Maine State Police have an urgent message for drivers. Slow down in construction zones.
So you likely remember this past January when two Maine DOT workers, James Brown and Dwayne Campbell, died after they were hit by a car while working in a construction zone in Waterville. Since that incident, state police have started doing targeted enforcement in construction zones, catching people who are speeding.
Chris Costa got some behind-the-scenes access to this effort. Hi there, Chris.
Brian and Amanda, state police tell me that the deaths of those two men made it clear to them that they needed to do more enforcement on speeding, specifically in construction zones. They tell me this is all in an effort to save drivers and people who work on the highway from a life-changing consequence. Drive down any of Maine's major highways and you'll see them. Bright orange cones, reflective signs, warnings everywhere.
That should be a trigger.
A cue to slow down as Maine State Police ramp up their enforcement, catching people speeding in active construction zones.
70, 73, that silver Subaru's at 73. All right, here's 74 right here. This Tesla.
Corporal Robert Burke says drivers routinely ignore the law.
I'm passing on 18 over.
So many, they can't pull them all over.
And they'll look back upon it saying, really? I'm late for an appointment or I'm late for class, and that's causing me to put other lives in danger. The risk versus reward isn't there.
Risk that increases in construction zones, like this one on I-295 in Yarmouth.
There's a limited place to correct your mistakes on 295 in a good area. But when you incorporate a construction zone where you take away the breakdown lane and you take away the median, you can't make mistakes, because a mistake is going to lead to an automatic crash.
I've got it.
Scenes that Burke knows all too well. As the commander of the State Police Honor Guard, he drove in the procession to honor two Maine DOT workers, Dwayne Campbell and James Brown. They died while working construction in Waterville when a car crashed into them.
I think it brought it to the forefront of our concern. A vehicle traveling at upwards of 75 to 85 miles an hour that strikes a human being, it's going to be catastrophic. And that's how long it took me to get another one.
This is just one of 6 targeted state police details, 2 hours each.
There's an 89. That's going to be ours right there. We can't let that go.
What did you say it was?
89.
89?
Yep.
In 12 total hours, police stopped more than 230 violators and issued more than 200 tickets.
Yeah, it's close. I had the 89 and a 55. Okay, and it's a construction zone. Listen, I'm not mad at you or anything like that, but you got to slow down. You know, that's real narrow back there, and as you can see, all these other police officers are up here trying to slow people down, all right?
And Yarmouth.
With the help of local officers, they're spreading the message to as many drivers as they can.
And I don't honestly think they're doing it on purpose. I just think they're not paying attention to what they're doing. It should be off your door right now.
Keeping eyes on the road to prevent another life lost.
Clearly, we're not getting voluntary compliance out there, as you've seen. Nobody wants to get a ticket. Nobody does. But it may save you from killing somebody in the long run. And, you know, the long and short of it is a ticket's nothing compared to taking somebody's life.
So state police told me that since that detail in Yarmouth, that construction zone, they said it was so busy they went out 2 more times since I went out with them. And Brian and Amanda, Corporal Burke says that these construction zone rules still apply in off hours when nobody's on site. It's not about the people working in the area, it's about how the road has changed. That's making it tougher for drivers.
Yeah. All right. Interesting stuff, Chris. Thank you.